I want our families to define by how their story ends, not by how their story begins. We really believe that connecting to resources is the lifeline. So connecting to housing is healthcare. And so we get that basic need set in place, and then our families are able to kind of spread their wings in that, like a butterfly, in that chrysalis.
We started in zip code 32922 and we built the firehouse in this model of co-location of services, and it really was the first of its kind in Brevard County to just encourage our agencies to work differently to benefit families with children. Firehouse 1 is a 50-year-old building. It had asbestos, wood termites, a leaky roof. It was falling down, and it was honestly the most beautiful building that I had ever seen. I'm actually sitting in the middle of the bays where the ladder truck once sat, and now we're in the middle of a living room in the shelter area for families.
In the middle, I thought you might say that.
Family Promise is making an incredible impact. That zip code, unfortunately, has a lot of low-income residents. They have come in and brought so many partners to the table to help provide services for that community.
The work that Family Promise has done with Cocoa High has been completely out-of-the-box thinking.
So what we do is I'll get you into a savings account.
Talking to the kids about their future plans and understanding the importance of the mentoring and how it's helped them. There's little gaps that happen, and Cocoa Champions is there to help fill those little gaps.
It's the belief in each student that they can be successful and they can find a post-secondary path that speaks to them. That has been the difference maker.
That's really like my main things about going to college.
We can take the approach of keeping today's youth from becoming tomorrow's adults that are now facing housing instability and homelessness, that have to decide between paying rent and getting their health needs met.
I was a young, angry, silly girl, and through that I had caused multiple relationships to crumble, and I ended up being homeless.
We try not to judge our families based on how they present or what their rap sheet or what their background is, because we know that families have the potential to change.
I was living out of my car. Not only that, because of my anger issues, I was also wearing an ankle monitor at the time.
As I worked with her in housing and saw the growth and saw her ability to pivot and make good decisions and learn skills that she didn't have or that she wasn't exposed to because of her upbringing and her childhood.
I always called Mike the stabilization man because he always stabilized my emotions. Stability was not a thing of my life due to foster care, adoption, everything else in between.
We've gone from serving a few hundred families a year to serving a few thousand families a year in a space where we not only have our services, but we also co-locate our health services, career services, educational opportunities, childcare, navigation. We're not only helping families stabilize, they're thriving and they're coming back and they want to show off their new home to us, or they've gotten a higher paying job so that they can start to save.
Now I'm a homeowner. I want to thank Family Promise for literally everything. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have my girls back. I wouldn't have my career back. I would not have stabilization without them, because like I said, I wasn't financially literate, and now I am. And these are tears of joy. Because of them, I can take my girls an hour out of town and go to a blueberry farm and not worry about where I'm gonna lay my head that night. So I thank them for literally my life. Because if it was not for them, I would most likely still be on the street.